at the ANC's Eastern Cape conference, which is currently underway. I'm told, Aviwe, that you are joined by Babalo Matigizela of the ANC, who is one of the contenders there.
Yes, Babalo Matigizela, one of the three contenders, that of course including Babalo, Oscar Mabuyane, as well as Mlibo Koboshiana. Now, it seems like Mlibo Koboshiana will become the kingmaker, as we do understand there are those discussions that have been happening, horse trading behind closed doors. In fact, the issue that I want to touch on now with Matigizela, thank you for joining us at eNCA, but Mlibo has told us that there are those discussions behind closed doors. How advanced are these discussions?
Yeah, Unyansi, that's true. They are at a very advanced stage, but we should be finalizing this evening. Yeah.
And what exactly are you talking about? Are you giving him a position? What are the discussions around?
We've not really went to that stage, but we've just agreed, well, let's try to work together. Let's try to unite our base. So we've not really went to the positions about who becomes what, but we're at advanced stages of working together. The one of positions is secondary. The most important thing is this one of working together. That's we are agreeing in principle. So he will go engage his people, his delegates or the heads of his campaign, and then come engage us.
Okay. Mlibo suggested that you approached him. And that would suggest that maybe how's your head count looking? Was there a need for you or your camp to go approach him, given how hotly contested this race is?
Look, we've been engaging with Comrade Mlibo for the past 2 months. We've been meeting, sharing notes, and agreeing in principle that at some stage we'll have to talk amongst ourselves. So it's an engagement that gets started since the beginning of the campaign. We're not necessarily engaging because of numbers. We are still of the firm view that we are fine on numbers. But when we are trying to unite, you don't only look at numbers. Even if he did not have numbers, even if it was himself, we feel it's one of the comrades that we can work well with. So it's not based on numbers. And actually, there are further engagements, even that are initiated, even with the comrade Mabuyan, in trying to say, how do we save the province of Eastern Cape, and how do we make sure we save the ANC here? We emerge with a united slate, with a united ANC in this province, and that none of us is distant from engagements, because all we are concerned about is the unity of the ANC in the province. Is to make sure you've got the ANC in the province that continues to respond to the challenges facing the people of Eastern Cape. So it's just that we've been very close with Comrade Mlibo in terms of engagements. We are easily finding each other. So it's more likely we conclude this evening. But with the intention, after we've concluded, of engaging other comrades, saying, is this good for the ANC? Is this contest healthy for the ANC? Is this contest what the people of Eastern Cape need from the governing party of the Eastern Cape?
I understand just in a short while there will be those credentials that need to be adopted, which are expected to go right into the night. What are the big issues that prove to be a barrier for this conference going ahead?
Look, there have been a lot of issues in the build-up. There's been issues of changing of delegates. There have been issues with some regional leaders running away with packages when they see that they are not nominated. There's issues of court order in Kubusana. So there's issues of branches that were disqualified because of membership manipulation. There were branches that had to rerun that still need to be concluded if they passed or not. So it's a combination of things. It's a combination of things. You might have seen in the build-up when there were complaints of dead people voting in PGMs, of people in prison voting in PGMs, and in most other areas where there were bouncers and everything. So there are a lot of issues that might lead to what we might have issues with in terms of the credentials.
It's a myriad of issues that you're painting out there that will prove to be a thorn on the side of this conference. Cheek and tongue, will this conference go ahead?
Definitely, it will go ahead. I think the committee is responsible. I've got a firm belief that they are handling them very well. That is why we had to agree that today we must start with all the minor outstanding issues. So yeah, I'm hoping that the conference will continue peacefully, and hoping that when the credentials team, when they come, they'll have ironed out, cleaned out all those other issues.
Thank you very much. Babalo Matigizela, PTT member of the ANC, elected in the 2017 conference as the treasurer of the province, close ally at the time with Oscar Mabuyane, who now they're going head-to-head with, of course, the third contender being Mlebo Kobushiana. Now we've got another confirmation, even from Babalo Matigizela, that they're at the advanced stages of discussions when it comes to them working together and forming a team that will lead the African National Congress in the Eastern Cape.
All right, thank you for that. That's eNCA's Aviwe Mtila there. We wanted you to hear it from the horse's mouth, as they say, from Aviwe speaking there to Babalo Matigizela. Keep an eye on him, of course, because at the rate at which things are going, if this conference runs successfully without being interdicted, of course, you know, with that caveat that says if there's an interdict, then we are in a different terrain altogether. But if it runs successfully, at the end of the conference, the chairperson of the ANC in the Eastern Cape is likely to continue to be Oscar Lubabalo Mabuyane, continuing, or the man you just saw there talking to Aviwe Mtila in the Eastern Cape. So